I just wanna drill, had his ass in the box, got him hating on us. Man, fuck all the trust, my devil to right of me, sitting there telling me, hop out and bust, gang, gang.
What's good, KJTV? Welcome back to another video. Today, I'm gonna be the top G in NBA 2K23. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of commotion been going around about the top G, Andrew Tate, and man, I don't think it should be banned off the internet, man. I mean, we see things every day that's 10 times worse than what he's doing, but it gets promoted like he said, like Lil Nas X twerking on the devil. You know, all these rappers, you know, stuff like that, they do terrible things. And I mean, I'm not hating on it because I mean, I enjoy it.
Going through a breakup sucks, and every single man out here, no matter what they say, understands how bad it is to go through a breakup and understands what heartbreak's like. It's difficult, it's not easy. I'd actually like to argue that men feel more heartbroken than women. I think that's facts. I think it's true, and I think it's because one of the possessive element that we have, the idea of her being with someone else hurts more than the idea of you being with someone else to her. And secondly, because you have a lot less options than she has instantly. So I think that breakups are worse for men than they are for women, and I understand how difficult and hard they can be. However, the unfortunate reality is that chasing her and being dedicated to her and saying you're going to do whatever she wants, etc., is very unlikely to work. It's very.
You've met a lot of rich people, right? More than just crypto people, right? Mm-hmm. That's the illusion from these blue pill people is that like all the entrepreneurs I know. You made your first million from an advertising agency, correct?
Creative agency, and then it was an advertising agency.
Okay. Hey. Did you go to college?
No.
You dropped out, or you never went?
I dropped out at 17.
Okay, so you're basically, you have the same worldview as me exactly, and this is what we were arguing for 2 hours. I'm saying that most entrepreneurs now, they dropped out of college like you. They know the truth about the jib jab, which is, we don't need to say it, but you have a feeling. They have the same idea about Trump, which most bots, they think Trump is.
I don't know, Piers. A few.
Give me a ballpark. 5, 10, 20?
Let's say.
You don't forget how many people you've been in love with.
Let's say 10. I mean, I've been in love, and I certainly believe that men and women, when they work together, it's the most beautiful force on the planet. I believe in family. I believe in children. I believe in.
If you believe in family and children and love,
Green,
why are
guard
you
your ass
single?
up, boy.
I'm not single.
Guard your ass up, boy.
Well, if I was married, the last thing I would do is advertise it to the feral psychopaths on the internet. So
I'm not a feral psychopath.
Well,
you call me friend earlier.
Can be debated, Piers. But the point I'm making as a whole is that all of these.
Do you want to get married? Is my point.
No, but let's please for a second.
You don't, or you do?
Let's please for a second, because you've interrupted me so many times I've failed to.
Well, actually, I've only interrupted you, just to be clear, when you've actually answered a different question.
Cool. Well, then on all these points you're making,
you've admitted that.
On all these points you're making, on repeat, you're taking these sentences and on repeat you're weaponizing them against me.
I'm not weaponizing anything.
Okay, it's fine.
You're weaponizing the weaponizing, which doesn't exist.
No problem.
But you said to me, come on, bring it on, read out all the things that you think are blatant misogyny. All I've done is literally read out all the things we identified from all the research that I thought were blatantly misogynist. And giving you the chance to respond. And the only time I've interrupted you is when you've tried to answer a completely different question.
Understood, Piers. But these things were said in large context where often I'm talking about how, for example, on the same podcast where you've read one of them sentences from, I was talking about how it's a man's duty to die by a woman. And the guy asked me, he said, if 10 men with knives attacked your woman, wouldn't you just... I said, yeah, I'd stand and die. I'd never just run away because I have a duty as a man. I must die on the spot to protect her honor and my honor. I'm talking about a man having responsibility to his duties. I'm talking about the old traditional ways of masculinity. And what happens is a few sentences from such a long conversation is taken and used against me.
I understand that.
So I want you to understand that I'm talking about protecting and providing for women. I'm talking about a man making sure.
Do you want to get married?
No, but we have to all feed into each other, Piers. I'm talking about protecting.
It's not a hard question.
No, but I'm talking about protecting and providing for a woman. I'm talking about a man being responsible for her safety.
I understand.
So of course I believe in men and women. Of course I believe in love. Of course I believe in marriage. Of course I believe in family. The idea that I don't believe in these things is crazy.
I didn't ask you if you believed in it. I asked you if you're going to get married.
One day, absolutely.
You'd like to.
If I'm not married already, I will be married one day. If I'm not.
Well, you might be secretly married.
I could be married, correct.
Why would you not tell me either way?
Why would I advertise to the feral psychopaths of the world who have tried their very best to destroy me for an opinion about my private life and the things that are most sacred to me? Why would I do that?
If you said you were married, everyone would hate you?
I don't know about people hate me. It's about me understanding that I'm a hard target, but I am very, very protective of the people I care about.
Right. But you believe in the concept of
We
that.
like
Completely.
that. We
That's
like
what we
that.
were talking
We
about
love
the whole
that.
time.
What do you think?
We talked about a man giving a
on
woman
doing
away.
it.
I believe in marriage more than anybody.
Michael,
in
I-
fact, I believe in marriage in,
I'm
no,
shooting.
please. I
Okay.
believe in
I'm
marriage in
shooting
the
a three.
traditional
It's
sense.
like,
I believe a man
look
has a
at you,
duty to
dummy.
stand up and be a
Hey!
real man. I believe that the problem with the
I'm
world
in his
today that we are
head.
facing is that not
I'm
enough
in
men are
his
sticking
head.
to
Yeah,
the
I'm shooting
age-old
a three.
ways of
Hey, I'm shooting a
masculinity.
three.
I believe that me standing up and
Oh,
saying a man must
where are you
protect the
going?
woman and provide for her, so he needs to make sure that she's safe. He needs a degree of authority to
I have
protect
no
her.
problem with-
But people do have a problem with it.
I'm not sorry.
And that's the world we're in now.
Andrew, I'm over here.
Sure.
I don't have a problem with what you just said. Here's where my problem comes, right?
You feel me?
There are a lot of clips of you floating around on the internet, as you know.
Yeah.
One of them has you
Yeah.
saying, bang out the machete, boom in her
I'm grinding
face,
to get my
rip
shirt
her by
off
the
right
neck,
now. I'm
shut
not
up,
getting off
bitch.
stream till I get
In
my
another, you
shirt
say,
off.
slap, slap,
what
grab,
I'm saying?
choke, shut up, bitch, sex. When people see those clips and hear you say
misunderstand
those
them.
things,
Agreed.
well, I don't think that it's not hard to misunderstand it.
It is.
You might say that it's consensual. Other people
really
would
goes-
say whether it's consensual or not. That's a very
motherfucker.
ugly way to talk about women.
Completely. Now let's watch.
Hitting them with machetes.
No, watch the whole video. It's a girl coming at me with a machete and me saying, here, slap the machete out of her hand.
I
She's
understand.
attacking me.
I
So you don't
understand.
understand. This is the exact point.
I do
The
understand.
No, people don't watch them in full. And this is actually
About
what's
the bus.
interesting. And please don't interrupt me on this point. Social media has changed in modern times. YouTube 5 years ago was 5, 6, 7, 8 minute long videos. Now
All
we have
threes.
TikTok, 10 seconds, 15
All
seconds,
threes.
20 seconds, YouTube shorts, Instagram stories. Now anything you produce that's long form is cut down to very, very short form. They're interested in clicks, they're interested in engagement.
what my player
They find
does,
the
man.
most
You benefited from all
they
that.
find the most controversial clips they can
And
on
Andrew,
purpose.
You benefited from all that.
Everybody benefits from social media views, as do you.
Was it the Hustler? What is it
I had an
called?
online school,
Called?
Hustlers University.
Right.
What's up, little bro?
And their whole job was to promote your clips, make
ha-
you rich and famous. So you've benefited from this system.
What's up, little bro?
The one you now profess to hate. You benefited from
I
all
never
that.
said I hated
You've
it.
clickbaited like the best of them.
I never said I hated it. I'm saying what happened.
Be a TikTok.
I don't hate it. I don't hate social media. I think it's a very powerful force. I don't hate the social media. I'm saying
The point
this.
is, I think you can talk. Look, you can talk to girlfriends of yours.
The Andrew Tate.
Maybe a secret wife. I don't know. It's entirely up
Or
to you.
two.
Talking about.
Or two.
Talking about Andrew
Maybe
Tate.
you've got 10 wives. That's your business. I don't care, right? My only
know
thing
who
is, I
Andrew
don't care what you
Tate
do
is,
in
bro.
private. If it's consensual between you and another woman, you can do what you like, right? It's
I
your
can't
life.
shoot,
I
let me
believe
shoot.
in freedom and liberty. It's when you say it in public, it's the influence that this
Shoulda
kind of thing
believed
has on men.
Agreed.
Right? And I speak to someone with 3 sons, right? It's
Why?
who are, by the way, they're intrigued by you. They're fascinated, right? You're a big thing in that world
Bro.
of TikTok and so on. So they all are aware of you and what you say. So they're all looking. And when
Oh,
they
that
see
was
things
it.
like
yeah,
the
rebound.
machete thing,
Oh, I'm
I
in
get
your
the
head.
context. Because I'm a 57-year-old
I'm
guy
in your head.
who's been around the block a bit, and I can get what you've said, and you responding to a particular scenario
Yep.
which you'd created where a woman.
But it can be misunderstood.
I understand. So my point to you is, given
Oh my
that you
God.
know it can be misunderstood, do you regret saying things like this on camera where it can be disseminated
suck
by
so
less
bad.
intelligent young males who think that is actually what they should be doing to women?
And finally, we get to the point of the issue, which is the point I tried to make at the very beginning. When I made a video before I was famous that got 500 views, me being concerned that 1% of people will misunderstand it was not relevant. Where you start getting 5 million views a video, 50 million views a video, 1% of people misunderstanding
Doesn't change what you
becomes
say.
no, it doesn't. But it becomes a much larger problem.
I understand.
So with great fame
That's true.
comes great responsibility.
Right.
So
I agree.
Would I now that
Here's my
I'm
que-
famous?
Yes.
Do I say things the same way as I did back before I was famous? Absolutely not.
Right.
As neither would you or nearly any other famous person on the
just gave
planet.
So my
Once you
logical-
become famous, you have to be a lot more careful with
I
how you say
understand.
things.
I understand. So my logical follow-up to that remains.
Look at
do you
you.
regret saying what you said?
I can't live in regret by saying something before I was famous on a camera which barely
Bro,
anybody
what- it's
watched,
called
and then
a
I became
hesitation.
famous
What are you
afterwards.
talking
That
about?
would be a very
What is
asinine way
faking?
to view the world.
Do
I
you
can't live
stand,
in.
do you stand by all those
I
things?
can't live in regret because I didn't know I was going to become the most famous man on the planet.
Oh my
regret would be
God.
the wrong word. Is it inconvenient? Sure,
So-
but I can't sit here and say I wish I knew 6 years ago I'd be the most famous man on the planet and monitored all of my speech
I'm not
forever.
even
That's
good,
asinine.
bro. Like I lose every day.
You see, but one
Guard
of the
your
problems
ass
that
up,
people
little
have
bit.
with you is that
Ugh.
they think you have a malevolent influence
did
on
I
young
say
people.
the
This was the
N-word?
excuse that was put out by the big tech companies.
Excuse being the key word.
Well, it may be actually. You know,
What does that matter?
intrinsically, I have a problem with censorship. I don't think Donald Trump should be banned from Twitter, for example, because the Ayatollah of Iran remains on
What?
Twitter and other social media platforms.
I mean,
and
at the moment, I am
whatever I
unemployed,
think of you,
but it's
you're not the
unfortunate.
Ayatollah of Iran, right? So there's.
I don't got no
To me,
money.
there's got to be
I don't got no
perspective
money.
here. And I don't understand the inconsistency by what companies
Get the
like
fuck off my court,
how they
bitch.
treat
Get the fuck off my
leader
court,
of Iran.
bitch.
And someone like you, it seems
21-0.
to me they're much more draconian on
21-0.
people
I just
like
did.
you
I
than
just
they are
did.
with people who perhaps should not be allowed platforms.
I just did.
But generally, I don't really agree with no platforming people.
Yep.
But I think what's interesting talking to you is it seems to me like you have gone on a bit of a journey of self-awareness
Oh,
about
you so
the
mad,
impact
bro.
of some
Get
of the
on
stuff you
somewhere,
said in the
bro. Lil'
past.
bro.
And you have said you wouldn't
Lil'
say
bro.
it again
Lil' bro.
in the same way. Now, you may not want to express regret for that,
shooting
but it shows me
forward,
that
bro.
at the
I'm
very
a small
least,
forward.
you have evolved.
Stay on my bully, I just wanna drill. Had his ass in the box, got him hating on us. Man, fuck all the trust, my devil to right of me, sitting there telling me, hop out and bust. Been a bitch, I don't ride with a